I went to a really large public university for my undergraduate degree, essentially decided I needed to do a do-over on my career, that my initial career choice wasn't a good fit for me now that I was more of a young adult. Basically, I was in a point in my life where every day I went to work and I really didn't want to be there. I was watching the clock, I was just not engaged in the work I was doing. I felt really disconnected, and I knew that it wasn't meaningful work for me, though it might be meaningful for somebody else. My mother-in-law was very ill with cancer, and I became much more aware of healthcare providers. I had much more exposure to nurses. I was in hospitals more than I had ever been, and I started to look at the staff there with this sense of envy and knew I wanted to be doing what they were doing. So I was looking at different accelerated BSN, bachelor's degree programs that were available at the time. There were hospital-based associate's programs that have now gone away. And when I learned about Magellan, it was the only program that I was aware of where my undergraduate degree meant anything. So in the world of nursing, at least in academia, the non-nursing education, people weren't interested in that. Here, it was a very different story. It was, this is so cool, we can help you, we can use that knowledge that you gained. Your undergraduate degree means something, that wasn't a waste of time, that's gonna make you a better nurse, it's gonna inform who you are as a professional, as a clinician. And I really felt like I hadn't made a mistake, like it was all gonna work out okay, like they were gonna help me make sense of this unusual career path that I was taking. So what I remember about being a student here was that it was very personal. The faculty knew who I was, and they took a real interest in what my career goals were. They took an interest in, what my life experiences were before the program. They were respectful. I was treated like someone who had something to contribute from day one, on more of a peer level than I would have expected. I also liked the idea that I was going to have a graduate degree instead of an associate's degree or another bachelor's degree. I liked that my progress would be up and forward moving instead of backwards or just another bachelor's. Felt like that was going to be kind of a weird move. So I run the campus health center. Yes, I work at the university in the health center. I'm the health services manager. So my primary job is to take care of the students, but I also write policies. I interact with people in the academic side of the house to see what kind of educational needs we have for our students. So things that are preventative in nature rather than hands-on nursing care. Things like how to take care of yourself, things like how to reduce stress. I also work on policy development anytime there might be a health issue that would affect a student's ability to perform academically. So helping students with temporary illness related to pregnancy concerns or surgeries or chronic medical conditions. I write all of our policies for my area, so all of the operating policies and procedures, the day-to-day operations, I write those things. I manage a medical assistant and a student medical assistant. Found that I really loved helping people get better. I loved seeing people heal, but what I get to do here at the university is help people for 1 year, 2 years, 3, sometimes 4 years, and I help them really understand how to take care of themselves in a much more holistic way and not just the single incident or the single illness, the full picture. So how are they taking care of themselves physically? How are they taking care of their emotional needs? How are they getting along, with their professors? It's the full picture. They really become patients of mine for as long as they're here at the university. This program really set me up for future success. I could continue and get a doctoral degree if I wanted to. I could work with this degree in a managerial position, which I have now. I could be someone who would do administrative work with this degree. So I didn't necessarily appreciate how important that graduate degree was when I started because I just wanted to be a nurse. And then it turned out to be very valuable, unbelievably valuable.